Hello, what is up, you guys? This is me, 90's Naval Aviation Gear Collector here. And today I'm going to be doing an update video on what I have for my impressions, or impression, however, you want to say it. So, just a couple of updates. There's a unfortunate update. I had a SV-2B survival vest that I wanted to include in this video, but unfortunately it just started breaking, stuff started to rip, and it was just time to shed it. So that's what I ended up doing. Fortunately enough, I got SV-2B survival vest equipment off of a P3 veteran that I know. So that's a good thing. I am keeping that equipment, so when I get another survival vest, it can go in the new survival vest that I would get. So I'm just going to go over what I have here. Not everything is completed or, finished the way I want it to, but I'm just going to go over everything. So here are some of my patches that I have. I have a Naval Air Station Willow Grove, Joint Reserve Base Willow Grove, Pennsylvania patch, Reserve Anti-Submarine Warfare School patch, 2 VP-66 patches, when VP-66 was named the Diceman, and when they were named the Liberty Bells. I also have 2 VP-64 Condor patches here. No, three of them right here. A HSL 94 patch, which won't get put onto any flight jackets or any flight suits, and then aircraft patches here, which that one won't go on any jackets or flight suits, unfortunately. But I will get to patch placement when I go and talk about my flight jacket, and a little bit when I go to my flight suit, which, yes, up next will be my flight suits. So these are authentic 1990s, maybe even 2000s dated flight suits. So these are the Nomex versions. I do have the old 70s variant, which is Aramid. Fortunately enough, this one came with Velcro looping, so that's how I'm able to stick this VP-66 patch on here. With P3 Orion flight suits from the 90s, you don't put your aircraft patch on the flight suit, you put it on the flight jacket, which yet again I will get to patch placement and really emphasize on it when I get to my flight suit. Second of all, the squadron color that I have here is red because of the Liberty Bell. The Liberty Bell here is, colored red. So that's the shirt I will be wearing. You can either wear a long sleeve or a short sleeve shirt. Also, I want to get a VP-64 name tag and a VP-66 name tag and a RATCEN training center name tag for my flight suits. And then here I have, which I didn't get, which I received not long ago, a replica of a authentic VP-66, a authentic replica of the 90s VP-66 Liberty Bells hat. And then I have here a authentic, I'm assuming this is a 80s Patrol Squadron 66 Liberty Bells hat, or a squadron cap. So that is, yeah, so this flight suit will be only representing VP-66 Liberty Bells, which was the one out of 2 P3 squadrons from Willow Grove, Pennsylvania. And then up next here is my flight suit. Unfortunately, both of these do not have the Velcro looping, so I'm going to have to get them myself. And this flight suit will be for VP-64. Ironically enough, this shirt here, I'm not too sure if you can see it. I'll zip it down a bit to where you can see. Yet again, which by the way, none of these flight suits are reproductions. These are all authentic flight suits. The this flight suit here has for it a actual, sorry, I shouldn't say actual, a authentic VP-64 Condors squadron shirt, but I will get black because that's what I was told by a lot of VP-64 veterans that they wore. But white is also acceptable for VP-64 and VP-66. Yet again, because I also have combat aircrew photos from both squadrons. The patch here is also a replica, and it has the Velcro hooks on them. So all I need to do is just sew on Velcro looping. So there we go. And also another common misconception I see people doing, you don't zip your flight suit up all the way. You stop the zipper, from what it seems like to me in photos, at the bottom of the patch. And then last but not least is the RATCEN instructor flight suit, which RATCEN was Reserve Anti-Submarine Warfare Training Center that was headquartered at Willow Grove. Although, from what I was told, RATCEN traveled up to south of Weymouth to make it easier for the guys up there to, receive their training. The instructors at RATCEN commonly had previous assignments with VP-66 or VP-66 or VP-64. So you can, so if you want to make a flight suit that represents a RATCEN instructor, you can either wear one of these two covers, or you can have your own RATCEN hat made, which is what I'm going to end up doing. But anyway, yet again, a reproduction RATCEN patch that has Velcro hooking on the back. And the squadron-themed color for RATCEN instructors were blue. Yet again, because the background on here is blue. So that's what this flight suit is going to represent. And then we have here a authentic HGU 68 /P crash helmet, which this I got from a friend of mine that I know. And I want to still find out. So here's the name of the wearer right here. And I want to find out which squadron the wearer or the owner of this hat is from. You will notice that unlike the fighter pilot helmets, these are in excellent condition. And that is because these helmets were only worn if the crew members have to bail out or ditch. So that's why, in a sense, these are like the best condition types of helmets you can get. The manufacturer for this helmet is dated from 1989. And by the way, my impression is themed around the early 90s to the early 2000s because I have Belleville boots. Belleville flight boots. So yeah, the white on here is reflective tape. The visor slides down on here. It's a clear visor. Excuse me. And if you see here, this is a leather visor protector on it, which is still in excellent condition. And I will most likely not wear this to parties. I might bring it with me, like keep it in my vehicle or, something like that, where it's not really going to get damaged. And then next is these. These are earmuffs, or commonly known as Mickey Mouse ears in the Navy. So if you want to get a pair of these, there you go. You could take a screenshot of them and just type this up, oral protector, in eBay, and you can find a lot of them there. P3 crew members, along with flight deck crew members and the flight line crew members at naval air stations and on carriers wore these earmuffs because they are designed only for the use of protecting your hearing from aircraft noise. This, along with the P3 Orion crew member helmet, both of these are from Willow Grove. So yeah. And then next is a unused NATOPS manual, which this manual tells you everything that you need to know. Like, for example, if I have to look up, which I made this myself, flight crew coordination, like for what the mission commander does, so you would look that up in page 9-2. So this manual really tells you what you need to know about the aircraft, so then you can properly function in this aircraft, or so then you also can properly maintain the aircraft. There's so many pages on here that I'm not really going to, in this video go into depth on this manual, but probably later on today or some other time I will really go into depth about this manual, which if you really want to know your favorite naval aircraft, get an ATOPS manual, because you will learn a whole lot. And then last but not least is my flight jacket. So this is a CW45/P flight jacket. I'm going to get the CW36/P. And my idea is this, and this is what I think I'm going to do. So for a current squadron, you would place your patch just like on the flight suit there, on the front right side of the jacket. And then here's where it gets to be different. If you want to, you could get a Naval Air Station patch and put it down here. I'm kind of basing it off of a photo that I do have of a VP-64 flight jacket. And then for a previous assignment, like I'm going to use the Liberty Bells as an example, because crew members commonly flip-flopped at Willow Grove between VP-64 and VP-66 because because both squadrons shared hangar 175 at Willow Grove. So for your previous assignment, you can either put it on the back of the jacket, or like what I'm probably going to do is put it right on the left shoulder here of the jacket. And then you would either put your aircraft patches, like I'm going to use the Tactical Air Coordinator patch for an example, and you are going to put it on the right shoulder. Only on the flight jacket, not on the flight suits. They never wore, at least from what I know of, in VP-66 and VP-64, they never wore their aircraft patch on their flight suits. They only wore them on their flight jackets. Also, your current squadron patch has to be Velcro, from what I remember right. But I'm not too sure, so that's where I'm going to have to do more digging and do more research. So that wraps up this video. If you have any positive questions or comments, please leave them in the Q&A section below. I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. I will list the links where I got my VP-66 hat from, the squadron patches from, the flight suits, and the CW45 flight jacket from. It's even hard to find P3 NATOPS manuals, and if you would find them, they're going to cost you over $200. But yet again, I was lucky enough to pay like under $30. So like about $20 or like $10. I forget exactly how much I paid for that. But it was surprising that it was a brand new NATOPS manual that didn't even come in that folder, and I paid under $30 or under $20. I forget exactly how much. So yeah, and yet again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is just an update video on what's going on right now. Every time when I get new gear and equipment, I'll just make a video on that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a nice day. Bye.